What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk HLTV Fantasy ESL Pro League Season 18 Group A. And diving straight into it, guys, we got Vitality versus Orcs in the predictions here. Of course, Vitality will win this. Not much to say there. Astralis versus Ninjas. Ninjas are struggling. Astralis are looking pretty okay with their new chemistry in the team. Therefore, I go with Astralis here. Furia versus Movistar Riders. Furia has been doing better their last couple of matches. Movistar Riders haven't watched them a lot lately, but I believe Furia should take this. They are the more experienced team, and Movistar Riders have a couple of new players in their team. So going down to Greyhound versus Gamer Legion. We saw Gamer Legion in the previous event have some glimpses of good performances, but not that great. They can't compete against the top teams. And Greyhound, the best team in Australia, but when they come to this level, they are struggling. So I believe Gamer Legion will take this. And therefore, Vitality versus Astralis here. Vitality should take it. Astralis maybe could take a map, or if they have a good day, with a really low percentage chance they could win. But I'm going my bet with Vitality here. And going down here, Furia versus Gamer Legion. I believe Furia are the more experienced team. They will win. Gamer Legion will drop down to the lower bracket, and that will Astralis do as well. Now, worth mention is that I believe Astralis is the second best team of this group, and therefore there could be good to have Astralis player in your team, because they have a lower bracket run they could do and make the lower final, which I believe they will. And with that said, I want to have players from Vitality, of course, maybe one from Astralis. Furia, I want someone from Furia here in this side of the bracket, and maybe I've watched Nilan because he is extremely cheap, and I think that he can do decent against these weaker teams. So, jumping straight into the first draft, I will show you 3 drafts. This is the first one. Extremely heavy budget on Vitality. I believe Sawu is 240, Magisk is 216. So extremely much budget on Vitality, but with that you got to have a budget player. Nilan was extremely cheap, but as I said before, going first against Greyhound, he could get some nice points. And we got 2 from Furia, which I think could reach the upper finals versus Vitality. There they will of course have a tough time, but Fallen and Art has been doing a little bit better, and Art was, I believe, could be, if I'm lucky, the most valuable player for just 180 bucks. So this is the first draft. Going into the second draft, we got downgrade from Magis to Apex, but upgrade from Nilan to Buzz. And as I said before, Astralis could make this lower bracket run, and Buzz has been pretty consistent for $199, I believe. So this is, I think this is more balanced, but we all like to risk it sometimes, right? Also, the roles going great to these players. It was the same with the previous draft I showed you. Now, why I think going extremely heavy budget on Vitality is good is because the teams that reach, not win, but reach the upper finals will get 3 points of padding. No, not 3 points of padding. They will get point padding 3 times, sorry. And that could be extremely good if you have 2 players from Vitality that are putting up numbers. And Apex, he could do that versus the lower teams, but the other guys like Magisk and the other guys should do it even more. But if you want to balance it out, this is a great example. Now going into my last example, this is like something in between the other two. Sorry. As always, it's like a Sahara in my mouth. Most budget spent on Vitality, but not as much as the first draft I showed you, and therefore we could afford still have Buzz and Fallen, but we got a downgrade Art to Nilan. But here is like you got one player from one from Game Legion, one from Furia, one from Astralis. So this is a 2-1-1-1 setup. Could be great, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I haven't decided yet, but these are the teams I'm leaning towards. Now, I watched Lucy and Scrawny's videos. I do agree with them in some arguments, but I do not agree with them on everything. Now, Lucy, she's great. She also believes Astralis will farm in the lower bracket. But she said that you can't afford like 2 golden players in Vitality. I believe you can with this draft. And yeah, so these are the 3 I'm leaning towards, as I said. Now, thank you again, guys, for watching my video. Thanks for the support. Leave a comment, all that stuff. And I will see you in the next video.